welcome back to the Assassin's Creed Totally Professional playthrough. Today we're starting out Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Hope you guys come here to enjoy our fun little combination of playthrough and podcast that nobody asked for. Today I'm being joined by my friend Lorshak again. What's up, Lorshak?
It's been 3 months. You kept me in the basement the whole time between episodes.
Okay, we were over this before. I still paid for your food. I would feed you
That cake doesn't
at
exist
least
anymore. That's
twice a week. I even got you those goldfishes, you know?
Yeah, and they weren't smiling back for long.
Yeah, starvation might do that, but I mean, you're still alive. You're like half your body weight, but
I don't have more to say on this than I did the first time. So.
Yeah, okay. So we might have already done the very beginning of this, and then realized that the game was not running well at all, and I had to fix some stuff. So
Also, I'm not seeing the stream, by the way.
1 second. All right, so are we ready to get started then?
Oh, it's been a day.
Yep. So as I realized the magic of editing, you know, by cutting and pasting a few bits, the audience is going to see we've redone this very beginning part like 5 times now, and had one other thing after another come up. So hopefully this is the final product. Whether it is or not, well, we will see.
We'll be down the line.
And if you want evidence of us already having one rough take of this, we have this, our first save game, which I'm going to delete, but then rename a new one after it. So,
okay,
because Smurdy DeBurdy is the best name I've heard in a long time for these. So, goodbye, Desmond.
Hello. Here in glory to Smurdy DeBurdy.
Okay.
I don't think anyone ever expects to wake up one morning and find themselves caught in the middle of a war between 2 secret organizations. I know I didn't. But here I am. On one side are the Templars, better known these days as Abstergo Industries. They're in the business of control. Politics, economics, technology. They won't stop until every single one of us serves them.
I remember screwing up all those assassinations.
Fighting against them are the Assassins, a group dedicated to safeguarding
Video proof
humanity's
of it.
free will. I was born into the
The
Brotherhood.
world can see.
A couple of weeks ago, the Templars
So
found
glad
me,
it's going to be immortalized into the
prisoner.
YouTube database.
strapped me into a machine they built and put me to work. It's called an animus. And it's where I spent most of my time. Exploring the memories of my ancestors, discovering entire lives locked deep inside my DNA. First, I revisited the life of Altair ibn La'ahad, an assassin from the Crusades. The Templars wanted the location of something known as a Piece of Eden.
I don't even
an ancient
know if he had a
artifact
last
capable
name
of
in the
bending
first game,
people to
if I'm
their
being
will.
honest. It might have just been Altair.
Once the Templars had what they were looking for, they decided my
Remember.
usefulness
Also, does
had
it
come
still
to
look
an
like
end.
it's glitching to you?
But Lucy
No, this is still...
saved me.
Like, it's a low-resolution
Lucy.
cutscene, but it was like that before.
When things were at their worst,
Okay.
she revealed herself to be an assassin
Oh?
and helped me escape.
Oh.
I was hoping that would be the end of my misadventures. But we
Sorry.
were just getting started. Back into another animus I went.
Are you sure? That is really janky.
Now, I'm reliving the memories of Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
It's not the
my
visual
ancestor
issues
from
I
the
was having. That might just be the
Renaissance,
stream
searching
itself.
for a path forward.
Maybe.
Through the bleeding effect, I'm becoming an assassin in more than just name. It will come in handy as the Templars prepare to enslave us all. They found us. They've crashed our hideout and we're fleeing the scene looking for a place to hide. Only there isn't any and time is running short. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
Dum dum.
How did you find me? Mario Auditore led me here.
Hey, you're wearing armor. That's cheating.
I forget what this battle is. Or just the Battle of... Not Napoli, I don't think. I remember it either sounding like Naples or Milan, but it's neither of those places. It just sounds like it. I don't think whatever it was that big, though.
What's going on?
I have to run some diagnostics. I'll get back to you.
I mean, I'm sure they'll bring it up like later. I can like.
They will, yeah.
It's one of those like, what do I Google and what do I just let the game explain?
True.
It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
She looks very differently than how she looks in Valhalla.
Oh no, no, don't bring this up. Let's not get into this.
Oh, we'll get there eventually. Looks at camera that's not there. Okay, that's a lot better. Like
That is way better.
Yeah.
The first time we got to this point, viewers, it was like really juddery.
Yeah, it's the issue. I think it was because my graphics card already has like the GeForce graphics card already has VSync enabled. That was a movie.
Not you by
But
Disney.
this game also had its own internal VSync. That was the big problem. They were clashing.
Okay. My God, the Pope disintegrated.
That he's naked.
Naked old man running out of the
I mean,
Vatican.
you gotta have had that feeling. Like you just had like an exam or something, and you just know you did terrible, and your first thought is, I need to sit down naked with like a Fanta or something. I don't know.
I will take your word for it. I
Oh no, you're lying. You've had that experience. Everyone's had that experience. I hope.
Oh,
Wait, you telling me I'm the only one that has the urge to get naked and drink Fanta regularly?
I mean, I'm more of a crush person myself. Have to be wearing clothes in order to have the urge to get naked.
Better in the hands of the earth than in the hands of man.
Uncle.
What can I say? We sent a single man against an entire army. I was worried. Quick, climb up. We have to get out of here.
Uncle, have you never played one of these games before? That is literally the entire draw.
Uncle, you just summarized like half my life.
Okay, okay, I gotta remember the controls. As we said, it has been 3 months. Okay, so that's climb. Okay. Okay. I figured out how to catch. That is good to know. That is good to know.
And that is the fall to your death button. I got it.
Once again, this is the totally professional playthrough. And that is absolutely a title that describes the way I play this game.
You would not believe the things I have seen, Mario.
Then be sure to stay alive that I might hear of them.
I expect opposition.
And I expect the Borgia to mourn the loss of many lives tonight.
I'll never remember which of these like walking segments has dialogue, so I'm like hesitant to speak.
You're good. I'll turn on the subtitles so we have warning.
All right.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes! You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place!
You condemn what you do not understand.
We must go, Ezio. Now.
Trust me, what they did is nothing like what's going to happen to the Vatican later on in its existence.
I did not. The Sistine Chapel isn't painted yet. I guess that's part of the game. I think where you actually come across them in the process of it.
Oh, okay. I know they had. I know the Da Vinci's in these.
Barely. My armor blunted his attack.
Sorry, Torshek.
Yeah. I know. Has Michelangelo been in one of these?
No, he's never been a character.
I don't have any historical reference to when specifically Michelangelo was. The closest I can think of it, I think he's a character in the Netflix series Medici, which would have already been finished by this point. So he should have been alive at this point. I want to refrain from giving any historical knowledge unless I have a reference, and if I do, and without one, I will say I'm not sure for certain though.
I know when I grew up homeschooled, and one of the resources that we had, it was this company called Nest, and they made like animated features, half-hour
What
stuff.
are you doing? Saving you from the
based on they had a history series, and then they had a series about like biblical figures.
Okay.
And they had one on Leonardo da Vinci, and yeah, Michelangelo was a prominent character for a while in that one.
Oh yeah, when they were turtles.
Well, obviously. I never knew the Renaissance painters spent so much time in the sewers before I watched that.
I know. I'm surprised they didn't throw in like Master Shredder Easter egg here. I know they did a Ninja Turtles reference not long after this game actually. Far Cry 2 Blood Dragon.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like an Assassin's Creed game.
No.
Ninja Turtles reference. Oh, yeah, Far Cry, that's... Yeah, whatever. Far Cry can do whatever it wants, and has done whatever it wants.
I love whenever Netflix has a pop-up appear on my screen. 1 second. What?
Oh, no. Shut up, you dying corporation.
Alrighty. I'm sad to think of Netflix as a dying corporation, because I do like some of the shows they have, but it's also like, it's on them now.
Yeah, at this point,
they're handling their competition so poorly.
They've been warned. They should have so much like evidence that to know where to go, and they just don't. So yeah, I don't have sympathy for them.
I forget how to play. There it is. Okay. So that's how that works. Okay. Once again, oh my gosh. Once
You'll
again,
come with me.
It has been 3 months.
Come with me, sweet prince.
This card just appeared out of nowhere.
The wrath of God has come for you. Was the position in the church named first, or was the bird?
Wait, what?
Cardinal. Was the bird named first? Or
I think the bird was. I think well, because the position of the church was like Latin, I believe. I'm rather sure that the bird would have come second. They named it after because they look similar with the red.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I mean, English wasn't really anything until I think like into the Dark Ages, because it's still a very Germanic language.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
And 2's is still better.
Yeah. Two had so much riding on its shoulders too. Like it was the opening of a saga.
Yeah. Which did how much? I guess have we talked about like how much we think was planned?
If not, we can later on though. That's the point. I know at this point there was still a very specific plan for the series.
And then Minerva talked about the sun.
Told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another that is coming.
Sometime far in the future, Vero? Then we need not worry about it.
See. Perhaps our work is finished.
Would that be so bad? We upgraded the arsenal while you were away.
Ah, and it is now customary for you to fire cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
You know what I appreciate? The cannonball didn't explode. That's fairly accurate. A lot of movies like to show cannonballs exploding long before explosive shot was a thing. The idea of a cannon was to basically thin out the lines, and it wouldn't do it by blowing up. It would do it by hitting the ground, hitting one row of people, like one line of men, and then pushing behind them to the next line of men.
Okay.
It'd also do a lot to destroy morale, because if you see a whole single file line of men just lose their legs and heads.
Buongiorno.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, oh heck no, screw
This
this.
place just keeps getting better.
Specifically, one of our battlefield formations were much thicker than they were later on.
Yeah.
Brother!
Claudia. It is good to be home. How is mother?
She's fine. I heard you were returning, but I'm glad to see it with my own eyes. The Contessa of Forley is here to welcome you. I had no idea you were so famous.
Katarina? Here?
Is it finished then? Is the Spaniard truly dead?
Gather the others in Mario's study tonight. I'll explain everything there.
Steel yourself,
Like,
Ezio. They will have many questions.
Claudia, tell the Contessa I look forward to seeing her this evening.
This is where,
About that, I decided that the revenge was not the way.
yes, yes, I remember you very clearly made your point about that one in the last
I've
episode.
never liked that trait.
Yeah, this is actually also where you can kind of tell that there's a bit of an awkward bit of time jumps in this period of Ezio's life, because like, how long would you figure he was in Rome? Because he literally just went to Rome, did that whole level where he fights Rodrigo, and comes back.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, there's like
I
a
mean-
massive time skip, it feels like, here.
Well, they did show there that, like, the bit in the chapel was December, and this is January. So it's at least 2 months, because if it takes him part of a month to get there, and then part of a month to get back. So, I mean, yeah, 2 months can be a bit of a wait, but they are talking like he's been gone for years.
Exactly,
Like he's been gone to war.
Like, no, he was literally just at Monteriggioni before setting out.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, I guess the distance between Rome and Monteriggioni, which they show is in Tuscany, I guess that would make sense. That's much more northern Italy.
Plus, it's not like we're at a time period where you can just hop on a flight and get there in the same afternoon. If you're riding by horseback.
That being said, it would have been nice if Claudia aged 2 in Assassin's Creed 2, because she has the same like 12 or 14-year-old character model the entire time. Whenever by the end of it, she's like 42.
Oh yeah.
She's around the same age as Ezio, maybe like 2 or 3 years younger.
Well, they may have done that to make the character arc that the two of them have later in this game more believable, which I'm glad
they aged her up now. It's more of a case of they kept her where she was like 14 for the entirety of Assassin's Creed 2, whereas Ezio definitely aged.
Yeah.
Okay, where am I going? I'm actually doing stuff. I don't want to fall into the trap I did last episode where I spent like 2 hours jumping around floors, not even considering where I'm going.
The men in this town are no better than little girls. An army should be helping me. And look, no one.
You sound like Christina.
Need some help.
Salve.
And maybe
So many flowers. Your husband must be very lucky.
50% of every other female character in this whole franchise, even now.
Let me see what I can do.
Back there, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband. The flowers are for a party.
Am I invited?
To Claudia Auditori's birthday party in the villa. If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
What makes you think I have class?
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing. I'm certain Ezio Auditori himself would be impressed.
Oh? What do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is right. I have been.
Oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise. Promise you will not tell Claudia.
What will you do to keep me quiet?
I am sure I can think of several things.
I'll be waiting to hear them when we get there.
Oh, spicy.
Oh, the swagger.
Ezio, you dog.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
Anything.
You must wait until tomorrow.
If it pleases you, I will not stand in your way.
It will be worth the wait, Ezio. Trust me.
Tomorrow.
Ezio just internally singing that in his head.
Yeah.
Watch, Ezio like has like show tunes playing in his head on repeat when he's swinging around and killing people. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Come on, girl, we're gonna hit the town. And all that jazz.
Even now, anytime I hear any reference to Chicago, I was not a.
You cringe.
It's not even because like when we did it in high school.
Ezio, Mario is going to murder
And-
me. I have lost his favorite horse.
It wasn't
Do
bad.
not despair. I will bring it back.
God bless you, Ezio.
But I don't know. The show never really reached like that whole show, and it just in and of itself was never really one for me. And
Yeah.
hearing it so many times just got me tired of it.
I can get that. The only song from it that I really
Nope.
will like.
Thank you. I'm
that
so
I've
glad
ever
that horse
really-
glitched out. That made that so much easier. This is a much longer sequence, but he just got stuck on a tree, and it even gave me time to figure out the controls again. I'm gonna ride around. You keep talking.
I was just gonna say the only song from that show that I ever like willingly
Oh, no. Continue.
that I ever throw on because I'll ever be in the mood for it is the Cell Block
I
Tank.
mean, that was the one, and like our production of it was also really good. That's one of the cooler ones. I still have bits of that stuck in my head every now and then.
Yeah.
Number 113, the spread eagle.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with
You
the
ran
horses.
into my knife.
Promise me
Ran
you
into
will
my
enjoy
knife
your
12
duel.
times.
Do not spend as much time in battle as your Uncle Mario.
I know I quoted
My
mine wrong,
battles
but
have already
you know.
been won.
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
Some men just can't hold their arsenic.
Oh man, it's been quite a while, but I remember one of them was like woke up with all the blood on her hand or something is what she was saying. I forget. And there was the Hungarian one.
Oh yeah.
I played her lawyer, I'm pretty sure, and obviously I wasn't a very good lawyer because she's the one that gets hung.
Yeah.
I didn't have a very large role in that one. Yeah, there really weren't many big men roles in that one either.
Yeah, that really is a female-centric.
Yeah, which with the cast we had that year, it made sense. We had some
Sure.
we had some pretty big. I'd say the high school equivalent of star power. We had some very good actresses and singers that year.
Was that the one that Jordan Luntz was in?
That would be it. Yes.
Was that it? Okay.
Yep.
I just knew that she was in Chicago at some point.
Yeah, that was that one.
Okay.
So, these are the new cannons.
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try one?
Yes, but...
You're gonna have to.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
tell him. We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
It is not any trouble. I have all the time in the world now.
But yeah. I was only ever a part of, well, I guess 3 musicals if you count being in the pit orchestra, but I was only ever a part of like 2.
Okay. So like you focused more on, you did more
Salve,
plays.
Messere.
I did
We
more
needed to fix
plays.
the cannons on the
I only,
battlements.
Leave me be. I do not begin repairs before noon.
guy's a
Do
lazy
you know
son.
what time it is?
But he's also I relate.
I make cannons, not clocks.
If you are busy, someone else will fix them.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons.
I like this guy's dialogue, so I'm just gonna.
Soldiers have
that
no
for a second.
respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are only equipped with simple cannons now. But I
Take
got
notes.
hold of a design from France, yeah. A hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer. Imagine firing a cannon from your hands. That is the future.
That is foreshadowing.
I think that's also a reference to what I already have got on my arm.
Yeah.
What have you done? We used them. They were not ready for firing. You could have gotten us all killed. Let me see.
Ah, the high definition spittle.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons. Only when you two fools are shooting them. There, try it.
Well, you know what that seemed like?
Yeah.
That was super easy.
Hey,
Barely an
what's up?
inconvenience.
To test the align.
Oh my god.
Can I say that? That's gonna give me a strike. What are the rules about using other YouTubers' catchphrases?
Yeah, you have to. I don't know where I was going.
Skipping a few steps here.
I know, right? Put the ball back in, that's all you need.
And I don't think there's any rifling in these, so me pointing it down is just gonna have the ball fall over.
Yeah.
Where's the powder? I get it, obviously, but I like making the joke.
At least someone here knows how to shoot. Now, for the other one.
I must go.
Thanks for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be practicing at dawn.
Too bad it will not do you any good.
Very funny. Now fix the second cannon.
I forgot how freaking like knowing what's about to happen. I won't say what, but like they go so far out of their way. Like that one at least was well set up. But like so much of what he's been saying, like my battles are done. Like I have all the time in the world. It's like I sure do love my living uncle. Like that's like that's all that's missing.
Yep.
Uncle Mario, I value your wisdom and guidance. I don't know what I would do in my life if ever you were to die.
You're just then thinking, oh my god. Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Ow. The problem is, I'll admit, I've been dabbling with some Assassin's Creed Odyssey recently, and the climbing button in that one is shift. Guess what the dropping button in this one is?
Is it shift?
It is shift.
Oh,
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Caterina, to what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek. But we will talk later. Mother. Machiavelli. It is done. Though not, I think, as any of us expected. I entered the Vaticano and faced Rodrigo. No! Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him. Combining the staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke. She told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine such wonders.
The vault did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
What of this goddess, this Minerva? Did she appear human?
Yes, but her words proved otherwise. All of her kind died many years ago. I wish I could show you the magic she performed.
Who is Desmond, and where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
I do not know.
Perhaps we must search for them.
Tell me how it ended with Borgia. Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses? Promise power in return?
No, none of those things.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remained so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives? Once our enemies are dead, we can speak of vaults and gods and ancient places. You should have killed him. We're sure to suffer for it.
I am not here to debate the past. Together, we should discuss the future.
Spoken like a man who's wrong.
I am leaving immediately for Roma.
Let's not be
I do
bogged
not know
down by
why
who
respect,
killed who.
But I trust your judgment. Machiavelli will come around.
Listen, so 5 men died, 12 men died, and whose fault is that? Yours! That's right, no one's.
I love how that you could see like Mario's face after he says he'll come around, and and Ezio walks away. He's like, he's not gonna come around.
Yeah.
Ezio was wrong here.
Yeah, Ezio's wrong. Ezio.
All right, everybody, have your parents leave the room for this next scene. And if you don't believe me,
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, just so you know, I'm gonna just keep this picture in frame for a bit so that you feel awkward enough to tell your parents to leave the room. Okay, there you go. And just in case that didn't work.
Hang on, no, hang on. In case that didn't work, this is just a put your if you're watching on a phone or you're watching on your laptop, turn the audio up to full. Now take your headphones out, unplug them. I'll wait. Okay, unplug them. All right. Oh yeah. Now you can either explain that or leave the room.
This has been the PSA from Lorshak and Scribe about always having headphones in. Whenever you're watching videos, you should always be in a secluded corner of your house. You know, just for safety's sake. Live in the shadows. That's what we do. We're healthy individuals. Alrighty.
Embrace the goblin lifestyle.
I haven't seen the sun in weeks. And neither have you, Lorshak. How's the basement?
I actually live upstairs.
Oh. That was referencing that joke.
I live next to a window. I know you were. I'm a fool. I'm a bad improver.
Dang it. Okay. Well.
Yes, and is for suckers.
Alright, let's just do the sex scene.
I say yes, but...
Apparently it matters what shift.
What's wrong? Can't get it up?
Welcome home.
Dearie, I was just making some cookies. I wanted to know what are you playing? What is this?
Do you mind? I'm watching the story.
Grandma, I play it for the plot.
Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose. Shh. What's that?
Probably just training exercises.
Well, they really suck.
Yeah.
Mierda. I have to find Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them around back and flank our attackers.
Stay out of sight.
The Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the rampart. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe. The Borgia must not be allowed to breach the walls until everyone is safely away. Insieme per la vittoria.
Insieme. Uncle, be careful.
I will.
Ooh, good thing I emptied those last night. I got you.
That would very much hurt. Doesn't matter what kind of saddle you got. The corjones or coriones would not be.
Doesn't matter what saddle and those pants. Everything about that.
Unless the horse literally is just an endless fat back. Like it's got like an airbag on the back.
Has no spinal cord whatsoever.
Where's the trigger? Where's the... There it is.
I'm a bit out of it. I had like no sleep last night.
I'm gonna point out, the accuracy of the shots they're taking, but the angle they're firing from, there is no way they would fire into the wall. Those are much bigger cannons. They would launch balls way farther than mine can. Why are they so close?
Yeah. Extra force, maybe?
That'd be dumb. The gravity does that part.
Yeah. I
will be honest, Lorchak, you're being kind of drowned out right now.
Oh, okay.
But you
it was an incest joke anyway.
Okay.
Okay, this is difficult to do without like a joystick. Okay.
It was basically something along the lines of you'd expect logic from a guy.
Fair enough, fair enough. And is also the image for Jesus Christ.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Darn.
Keep going!
I will say the mouse controls for these cannons is absolutely horrible.
Is it like...
It's like I have to move my mouse so many times to get it to actually turn.
Oh, okay, so...
The sensitivity is so low.
It's a sensitivity thing.
Yeah.
Now let's see how far... much of this we can actually do. All of it!
Yep.
Load the cannon.
Aim for the cannon!
Okay.
What coaching is going through MPO's head during this?
Is they good? Okay. I'll do it. Okay.
No, I'm asking what show tune is going through his head.
Oh, what show tune? Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's just thinking 1812 overture.
Tchaikovsky, no, Tchaikovsky, yes.
It's a large enough battle kind of situation. Wow, I am not doing well here. Okay. We're already down that far. Okay.
He's dead, signore!
Come on. Turn. Okay. Come on, gonna go to 165 out.
Two of these on the wall.
Crap.
Still haven't escaped! Keep going!
I think that's it. I think we gotta redo it again.
We stop on the edge of the
Yeah, this just got destroyed.
Almost all the towns
Yep.
are outside the wall!
I don't think I've ever had to redo this section, but because of these terrible mouse controls.
Begin the fast forward sequence.
Yep.
Suddenly Seymour.
Are you what's that one go? That Little Shop Wars?
Yeah.
The Seymours. That's the only thing I know anything to Seymour from. Okay.
Load the cannon.
I can't controls.
But guys, so I don't understand. This might just be me. But like, I feel like every time somebody wants to make a joke about like musical theater or theater, they study Seymour. And I'm just like, it's not that good of a song.
I don't think Little Shop of Horrors is even that good of a show. Wow.
I agree, yeah. I don't understand why.
Destroying us!
And again, that might just be me. Like, I could be completely wrong. Like, another theater person might hear this and be like, what are you talking about? People use, like, Phantom of the Opera or like, that.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's better shows like
Yeah.
theater.
Okay, I'm doing better this time.
He's dead, signore!
I'll be able to add more input after
No,
this.
I know. I'm trying to like, come up with something. Oh, you know what I could do? I could tell you about something that happened to me at work today.
Oh.
Because Jordash is the gift that it just keeps on giving.
Right.
So I had a thing today. I started my dash day at like around noon. So the first order that I got was it was an Eaton Park order, but it wasn't. There's 2 Eaton Parks near my house. One is like 10 minutes away. One's closer to like 2 minutes away. I got from the one that was like it's up. No, I won't. It's it's closer to.
Soldiers are fighting the walls. Signor, forget the cannon. You must stop them. Go.
Is that one just straight up a Roman centurion?
I mean, they definitely made it look somewhat Roman, but not really. I mean, remember, they are Rome. They still want to have some of that identity.
I guess.
I am so good at this game now. Proceed to just jump on them.
He's really channeling Mario. But so anyway, I get to the Eaton Park, and I immediately wonder if something's off, because one of the things that when you get an order is it will tell you when about you should pick up the order, like how long it should take you to get where you're going, and everything. And I think part of it is it uses that to judge how much time you're actually spending on the dash and on your whole day in general. But I get into the Eaton Park and I look at it, and it says pick up this order by 10. And again, if we're at noon at this point.
I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this! Give me the gun his friend fashioned for us. We've had too much bloodshed. I think a cleansing is in order. So consider this an invitation from my family to yours.
What was different about that gun than all the guns the rest of them had?
That one's a pistol.
Oh.
It allows to be used during melee combat, basically.
Okay. I thought he was just holding it that way to be a dick.
No, that was a pistol, yeah.
Okay.
Basta! I can walk.
Look out! They are coming! Everyone, retreat to the villa!
I cannot fight like this.
Stand with me!
Yes, I can.
Yeah. I cannot fight like this. You men, die in my stead! Still moves more agile than I ever could.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, I'll shoot him in the back!
That's for not knowing to fight with me to begin with. It is your job.
So anyway, I get to the Eaton Park and the thing says, pick it up by 10, and we're already at noon. So I'm like, wait, so what does that mean?
Wait, like they ordered it? Wait, when did they actually order it then?
Well, I don't know. Clearly like several hours prior.
Oh.
It doesn't tell you like when the order's been placed. It just says like, pick it up. But so I walk in and I'm like, hey, I'm here for so-and-so's order.
Ow. Continue.
Alright, I'm just blown away by this guy just
yeah, I know.
wailing
See, they got payback. They got payback from me shooting one of them.
But so, I get inside, and then the manager comes out, and he's like, oh yeah, the customer canceled that order like 2 hours ago because nobody was picking it up. Like, no one was getting it. Which, Frogman right there.
I see him! Go!
Ah.
I'm hitting your men! Red means bad.
No, that was. There seems to be an issue with friendly fire here today.
There's a problem with communication.
I mean, we're all wearing color-coded uniforms. You wouldn't think this would be so difficult.
Master Ezio, I'm sorry. There's red all over you. That's my blood, you idiot.
Probably should help this lady. Ooh.
So yeah, the customer can't. I guess they canceled the order with the eat part, but then never canceled the DoorDash order.
Oh.
So now my predicament is I can't just unassign myself from the order because one, that's gonna unfairly hurt my statistics. Like that's gonna take away from my completion rate.
Yeah.
But then it also doesn't take the order out of the system. It just forces it to be reassigned. So either somebody else is gonna have to deal with the same issue that I just dealt with, or I'm gonna get assigned the order again later.
Huh.
So I can't just do that. So I ended up on the phone with DoorDash support for like half an hour trying to figure out like how do we get this canceled.
Right.
And I think it was only half an hour because I was on hold for a while they were probably trying to figure it out on their end. But it was just like it was half an hour of my time just sitting there waiting for a problem that they really should have had more contingencies.
Yeah, they really should have had a way to just, okay, so there's an issue here. We'll just remove this one from the record entirely.
Yeah.
Or like, it was an order that got canceled, so just like kind of void it for your account.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, there's no way to like, on any of the menus, input like, this order's been canceled. Like that's not any of their options.
Huh. They need to fix that.
So there's a lot of things that DoorDash needs to fix. Like they need to tell you where the order is going before you accept the order, because it may not be worth it.
Right.
I can't.
I will hold them back.
Stop! Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
I am surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
Wait a minute. He works there. Shouldn't he know where that leads?
Well, no one else really goes down here.
Where's Mother? Is she alright?
But he works there.
Despite the fact that you actually increased Monteriggioni's value by putting those things in here.
No.
So people should be going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous.
Literally.
Protect our mother.
Hey, it's Aya.
Yep. This is the Hall of Future Characters.
Where is Mario? I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead. You must leave this place.
They already had the town
Mother
circled, let's be
Confidenza.
honest.
Get me a horse.
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma.
Go, my son. Destroy them. But remember for whom we assassins fight.
Mama got bloodlust.
Yeah.
First my husband, then my rebound brother-in-law. You bet I've got the bloodlust. So anyway, yeah, that was part of my day.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta love whenever the, basically the IT side of...
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
POE? Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, Desmond. Peace of Eden. In the Vatican, Minerva talked about other temples, that they're the key to preventing whatever terrible thing is about to happen to the Earth.
Right.
Oh, take the bag off, you sinner.
It's
Just laying with that.
He's been sitting in like
To find the
a
temples,
gamer
I'm
chair
convinced we need to
so
get our
many
hands
hours,
on
it's molded to
Ezio's
his
Apple of
skin.
Eden. Minerva altered it somehow when she touched it.
Wait, we're at the Auditore Villa.
Yes, it's our last safe house in Italy. It turns out the Templars are watching the border.
Ezio hid the PoE sometime in 1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence, he seems to be remembering something else.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe.
Was
I
that the
believe you
Inception?
experienced something similar back at Abstergo, didn't you?
Subject 15 exhibited memory within memory-like patterns, but she was pregnant. The memories of both the fetus's father and mother were competing.
Desmond's not pregnant, at least as far as I can tell.
They store it in the bag.
Might just have had a big lunch.
Can you skip ahead to a later memory?
No, it doesn't work.
Well, that sounds familiar. We couldn't access Altair's later memories until Desmond had improved his synchronization.
Then it's possible something similar's occurred here. Ezio's troubled state is being transposed onto Desmond, destabilizing the memory. Either that, or Rebecca's just not a very good engineer.
Thanks, asshole.
What? I'm simply listing possible explanations. And that is amongst the most likely. Touchy.
This place isn't secure. Cell phone surveillance can see right through the walls.
And cannons can apparently just hit everything.
Are you kidding? Abstergo upgraded his cell towers ages ago. The waves go through everything above ground.
I knew it! The 5G is evil!
No, they aren't.
They're tracking us!
Come with me.
Oh no. Conspiracy theorist chaos, this could open up. Wow. Than any restoration.
There's a beam blocking it from the inside. We're not getting in this way.
What's our next move?
The road just loops back into the highway. This is not a good place for us to be right now.
Do we have any tarps? We need to cover up the van.
I really hate to stress this, yeah, but we are running out of time.
Well, help us then, Sean. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe there's another way into the sanctuary.
Hey,
Like a cannon.
I think I've got something.
Oh no, it's just haunted.
Also, did Desmond get the cinematic cut of Christina and Ezio, or was he
I don't know. I think you're just supposed to assume that that is a no. Which means, if you really want to and you have an animus handy, you can have some really weird relationships with your grandparents.
Yeah? Well, I mean, she's not technically his ancestor.
Correct, but you gotta assume, I mean, if Maria and Altair are both his ancestor, you already have that.
Well, okay, yeah, in that situation, yes.
Yep.
I don't know, this is the Back to the Future school of
I think
being
we're
weird
supposed
about
to.
your relatives.
I think you're supposed to assume it's first person for Desmond.
Okay.
There was no camera behind Ezio that he can
Desmond,
remember.
that was pretty awesome.
It just felt natural. We can get in through here.
I keep forgetting
Good
that's
job.
Kristen Bell.
Well, we'll just wait up here then, shall we?
Yeah.
All alone with massive targets painted on our backs.
And shadows glitching out like fucking crazy. Oh.
Why won't this turn on?
No, I just saw
It's great
ghosts,
to be
which
out
means
of
I don't
the
want to be in
animus.
here.
This isn't exactly my idea of a good time.
Well, let me guess.
Oh.
You're more the embedded 6 type.
What? Desmond? I know how to have fun.
Oh, that's very convincing. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
what do you do when
okay,
you
after
go
we
to
save
bed
the
at
world, I'll
6?
show you.
I mean,
Wait, can I get that in writing?
What was
We have
that,
light.
Leszek?
I'm just, like, you're more the embedded 6 type, and she's taking that as an insult. I'm like, I assumed he meant, like, you know, I mean...
What was that?
Okay.
I don't see anything.
Once again, more ghosts. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I'm
you're
out.
on your own. No,
No,
so much no.
Ghosts.
Run! Get out before I soldati catch you! Correte! Go!
Ricriescron and Rache.
Hey, Christina, you hearing an angry
Escape from
Italian
here.
man?
What?
Ezio and
All
the
the
villagers.
time, but is that related?
After the attack, I can see them now.
I know it's difficult, but try to compartmentalize, Desmond. Focus
He
on
has
the
Chris
present.
Pratt's voice.
What if I can't stop the visions?
Don't
How long
tempt them.
before I start painting symbols on the walls?
Don't joke about that. 16 is dead. We're focusing on the present, okay?
I mean, he wasn't really joking there. He was kind of saying, I mean, how long until I show the same signs of mental instability?
How long until I end up exactly like the last guy who was in my exact position? Ooh.
Great, it's stuck.
I can get under there.
And I'm pretty sure some of that armor would have survived. I mean, it is metal.
Ready?
I don't know. I don't know how hostile an environment this is, but if the wood's still there and the metal's still there in the gate, I figured some of his gear would still be there. Any chance you can lift that gate?
Not unless you want me to end up like that skeleton.
Unless there have been grave robbers since.
I'll find a way around.
Suppose. But also, why would none of his compatriots have, like, pulled him out and given him a burial? He's still a Christian, and this is a very Christian world.
Well, if he was stuck there during, like, the collapse and during the attack, they probably didn't have time.
Watch out for bats.
Well, I mean, once they took the city, they took the city.
I meant in case you see any.
Not to mention, I'm sure there'd be a lot of loot in here.
Desmond?
There's more ghosts.
I'm here, okay? Stay with me.
Did anything fall on you?
No. Is Mother all right?
Desmond, we can't climb this.
You can't.
How about you give me a boost?
That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
I could throw you into the air and you grab the ledge.
Even
worse.
worse.
Is that an Uncharted reference?
Follow me.
That's definitely an Uncharted reference, because it's Nolan North. Toss you in the air and you can grab the ledge?
Yeah.
That's gotta be Uncharted. That is because Uncharted 2 had already come out at this point. That's what they did half that
How about
game.
this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What are you going to... Nice job.
I aim to please.
Yeah, I love the remark in that one. I think he helps
wonder how
Chloe
old
up,
these
but
tunnels
he's
are.
like,
Middle
it's a shame you have to sit so much on something that looks so nice.
Yep.
After all this time in the Animus, I'm not so sure.
Nice view.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
Yeah.
anything, but
Oh
you
yeah,
really
that's
get
not.
it
Yeah, that's Elena.
Yeah, this whole segment is just an Uncharted scene.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
The banter is exactly the same too.
Up we go.
I remember being in 8th grade really wanting a crossover, if I'm being honest. I think I even did like a sketch where it was Nathan Drake holding an apple of Eden inside of Altair's sanctuary. I was that kind of a nerd back in the day.
When I came here
hey,
last.
I still am.
When Ezio came here.
Yeah, I meant Ezio.
I did a lot of Assassin's Creed doodles back in like 8th grade. I think I still have them
Joking
somewhere.
aside, I'm having the time of my life. And it's thanks to you.
Just
Oh,
focus on where
sketch,
you're
like
going,
artistic rendering.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like how people will do a comedy
Oh,
sketch.
no.
Or, I was thinking something like that.
Oh no, like I drew it.
Okay. Well, no, I can't do that. I'm not that.
Well, I'm sure.
I cannot draw.
I think looking at it now, I don't think it's that good, right?
When
If I
did this
could,
become
I'd
my
be-
job?
If I pulled all the levers, then what would be left for you?
Nothing.
Nice try.
Ready?
If I could draw, I guarantee you
Time
I'd be
to
one of those
switch.
people that does like musical animatics.
Fair enough.
Something's open.
I'm stuck over here, but I can see a lever across the water.
Great. Ezio gets a bath with Katerina Sforza, and I get a swim in a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Ezio swam in Venice half the time. He swam through toilets enough.
I've got this one.
Ezio gets a bath with Katerina, you know, after losing his entire family. Yeah, but let's hyperfixate on the one thing that you also technically experienced, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just were perving on Ezio and you're still complaining.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's freezing.
Stop
No one's
whining.
gonna ask.
It's
no one's
easy
gonna
for
ask
you to
Desmond if
say.
he
You
needs
aren't
to change
swimming
of
in
pants after
medieval
that
toxic
incident.
waste. Ugh,
Nathan Drake would never have a problem with that.
I smell terrible.
You're exaggerating.
They even have specially covered handhold. This is literally just Uncharted.
Remember, this is the time of your life.
Yeah.
Footloose. No, that's Dirty Dancing. I'm sorry. Those two blend together in my head for some reason. I don't know why.
I've never watched either of them, if I'm being honest.
How come you don't have to get wet?
Because you're here.
I also get grease and hairspray mixed up all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it is a case of I have never personally watched them.
Thanks.
And so I hear about them and I get them mixed up because they're kind of the same time period, aren't they?
Are they? I'm not. I think Grease is a bit before.
Is it?
I think so.
Hairspray is definitely the 50s, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because yeah, the whole.
Well, Grease still has that big like leather jacket, like greaser aesthetic, so that would be 50s as well, I think.
We can't jump this.
I guess I never thought about that.
I have an idea. You'll
Comparing
have
it
to
to the
help
only
me.
other movie I remember
Stand
that
at
has
the
that
edge and
same
get
kind of
ready.
look everywhere, which is fourth Indiana Jones movie.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Ready.
It's a shame you gotta sit on something so pretty. See, that was the time to use that.
Made it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I wasn't using it in.
Oh, you go on ahead. I'll just stay here to die in the dark with the bats.
No, finish your thought.
I wasn't saying it to fit the context. I was just reciting it because it was a
across.
funny line.
Nice work.
The bats will be disappointed.
For now.
If these two had more back and forth like this in the first game, I'd probably buy their relationship a lot more.
Yeah. This game probably had the best modern day because it actually made you like the characters in the modern day.
I agree.
Like, this is how they needed to do it. Whereas in the newer ones, Layla, it's just Layla and then whoever's with her for that game. She never has the same. She never has the same companion in twice.
Ew. That's just.
He has a tendency of the companion getting killed until the companions are one from long-running members of the series.
And I'm sure that
Like,
will be your
John and
last
Rebecca are in Valhalla.
John or Rebecca, or yeah, okay. Or, well, I don't know.
Which
I don't know how much.
I'm glad they brought.
How much do I act like I don't know what's happening?
These games have been. You're fine. Like
okay.
the most blatant spoilers, maybe we can stick away from, but stuff like that.
Okay.
Thank you, Desmond.
But like the ending, because what are the odds? What are the odds someone will watch this that hasn't already
it's my turn to
been exposed to these games and knows some of the ways it goes?
That's kind of the mentality that I've had. Is just like I'm
Thanks.
forgetting, like, oh yeah,
It's a start.
not everyone knows exactly what happens in these games.
Do your magic.
What's my magic?
You going up or down?
I can go Eagle Vision. Is that my magic?
I've got your nose. Is that my magic?
My magic? That's not my magic. That's not it, is it?
Climbing a ladder, my magic? A lame magic.
Is the world's brightest glow stick my magic?
You see, Hell of a Boss Season 2 started.
No, I did not.
Yep.
I'll have to watch that later.
It's an alright one. It's very much a backstory episode.
Okay. I'm not caught up on that one. I need to get back.
Up you go.
Well, they had a bunch of problems apparently. They still have not uploaded the second half of the season 1
I was gonna say, I thought that it was a two-parter.
Thanks.
It was, and
We make a
I
good
guess they
team.
had some kind of legal issue
Okay.
Something was in the episode that like caused them to not be able to upload it, so they're trying to figure that out. But they also, I guess they also determined that not enough like really heavy plot stuff happened in it that they could just keep moving forward with it.
Okay, so they had to reinvent it basically.
I don't even know if they have to reinvent the whole thing. They might have just it may very easily have just been like one scene that they had to rework, but because they hand draw animate everything, even just redoing one scene could take like months.
Wow. He looks so old. Ezio must have come back here way after the attack.
Hey, screw you, Desmond.
Why?
Desmond!
Right.
You just hear him.
Let's open that door.
I wonder if he comes back after Revelations. We know he comes back to Tuscany.
Yeah. Where was Ember's set?
It was set just outside of Tuscany. Like it was at the home where he retired to.
Okay.
Because he goes to Florence multiple times, like it's just a day trip. So I'm assuming like literally just outside.
Try using that special sight you learned from Altair.
There's something here.
Can you open?
Up, Sean.
No one likes you.
Oh.
You guys did it.
About bloody time. What's that?
Looks like something Ezio left behind. There are numbers underneath it. 1419, 1420, and 1421.
Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
Whoa, they really built this place to last. No signs of structural damage, no cell signal either. Should be safe to set up. Let's get the Animus down there.
As long as you don't have cannons, it's good.
Triforce.
Yeah?
Okay, everything's good here.
Is Link
Sean,
an
hide the
ancestor?
van in town, and make sure you aren't followed.
And if so, which one?
What is that smell?
All of them.
It's my clothes.
They smell like you swam through a sewer.
It was Lucy's idea.
Wait a second, guys.
And
we
yet
need
your
power
white
down here.
hoodie is still looking
There's a
flawless.
line running nearby I can hook into, but the wattage is weak.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Anything else you two would like? You know, some caviar perhaps? Maybe you'd like me to knit you a lovely hat? No? Fine, follow me.
Sir, listen, you're at like a 10. I'm gonna need you to bring it down to like a 3 right now.
Yeah, seriously.
That's how mood for you I am.
I'm glad they made this. I can slide down this. I want. Hey Sean, do we have like a mop cart?
Yeah.
I just had this crazy idea.
Right, look around Monteriggioni for circuit boxes. Rebecca's little doodahs, they'll reroute small amounts of electricity to the power line underneath the villa. Don't ask me how they work. If I understood that, I wouldn't be the fella hiding the van.
You know, something simple like just having a basic parkour playground in modern day like this. I have no idea why they haven't done it again since. Because, like, it's kind of nice to hop out of the Animus and just see the modern day version of some of these one place.
This one especially, I agree. Like, yeah, seeing like a lot of the modern lights and everything is just, it's trippy, but in like a good way.
Like, obviously, you can find Bayek and Aya's tomb in the actual Origins map before they obviously are buried there. So you're technically doing that in Origins, and you can kind of run around a cave, but once again, it is a cave.
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. It's a chance to play around with the bleeding effects, and it's not like
I
it's
think
gonna...
if they ever worked the modern story into a point where the assassins weren't necessarily always on the run and could afford to have bases more out in the open, then maybe they could risk it again. So from a story aspect, at least, I kind of get why they keep them in like the secluded areas. But for gameplay, no, yeah, I agree. It'd be a lot more interesting.
It'd be cool if in Valhalla you could be in Ravensthorpe. Like you could be in a modern day English town of Ravensthorpe.
Raisins?
No, but for some reason you're in North America. So I guess Eivor died.
Oh, yeah,
Eivor died and was buried in Vinland. Which is, you go there once in the story, spoilers. But it's like, that's pretty early in the story, actually. That's not like an epilogue.
For that game, it'll probably take us like 5 years to get to.
Yeah. I think I don't have to worry about spoiling that game too much, because getting through Origins and Odyssey will take so long before then anyways.
Hopefully we're in a point when we're playing that one that, like, we can trade off playing.
Yeah. That'd be better.
Because that was something that we had fun. My one friend and I, we recorded some of Shadow of Mordor, and yeah, we played and recorded in the same place, so that, like, if one of us ended up either like getting tired or was doing it really bad at a section, we could switch off.
Mm-hmm.
We never ended up doing it. I ended up playing like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was nice to have that option.
Yeah. That could be good. Honestly, in terms of just doing more stuff on this channel, I wouldn't mind just, like, branching out from other stuff, too. Like...
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know, playing some other games.
I mean, the Arkham franchise is always there.
Yeah. I think it more like if we do, like, multiplayer games every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like one main franchise for now, although obviously might take a break from it between games.
Mm-hmm. I'd get through the Ezio trilogy and then maybe play...
I'm back.
Like one...
Just in time.
Is that Robin Hood?
Yes, it's booted.
No, I think it's Mongolian.
Did you miss me? No? Anyone?
No.
Hello? Am I speaking out loud? Hello?
Unfortunately, yes.
Workaholics.
Let's get started.
He's the one that complains about doing too much work. Then whenever they're doing work and he's not, he's like workaholics. Can I say it yet? Oh, no.
There's a line?
Yeah.
Which actually, now that I've said it, has Robin Hood ever been addressed in Assassin's Creed?
No. I mean, you can go to Nottingham and Sherwood Forest in Valhalla, but obviously that's the better part of a millennia before Robin Hood would take place. So Robin Hood takes place, I think, around... It's during the Third Crusade is when they said it. So it's 1200s, and you're in, what, 870 something in Valhalla? So...
Yeah.
There's at least a good 400 years before.
Well, I guess... Hang on. I guess would... Okay, I'm probably gonna make myself seem like a really historically inept idiot here, but wouldn't Robin Hood have been around the same time as
you may have noticed in the
AC-1?
van, I've made some improvements
Yes.
to the Animus, and I've also patched in a new VR training program. Here you can show
Like, I
off
don't
all
remember-
those flashy moves you picked up from your ancestors.
No, one sec.
Like, it's
Let me
King
open
Richard
one
on
of
the
the missions.
Crusades, so...
Yes, and Robin Hood left Sherwood Forest and went to fight the Crusades for a portion of time with King Richard.
Oh man, so he could have been in there. He could have been there.
Yeah, I might have killed him. He didn't die in the Crusades.
Altair killed him. Oh, man. I love just the brutality of just like you're swinging the sword and then boom, gone.
Not fair.
Massacre's 10 men gets hit once. No fair.
No fair. I need to work on this. Okay, what did I get? Oh, he didn't. What tier did I get? Come on.
Okay.
You can access more VR missions.
How bad would you have to be to get 20?
Training sessions, I'll add additional
20
challenges.
points.
Me?
To stop your subconscious
Well,
from
Jack,
rejecting Ezio's
you might
labor
think you're
memories,
bad at
gonna
games,
have to
but
live them
you
in the
really
orders
have
of
to
Steel
actively try to not hit
I like
anyone to
sequence
get
2
20
for
points
you,
on that.
Desmond.
That's killing
Good,
what,
now
2?
select it and you're gonna see the memories inside.
Maybe 1?
Once you've unlocked a memory by accessing this menu,
didn't
you
see
can
how many
relive it
points
as
I was
many
getting,
times as
so.
you want.
Well, I got like over 200
There are
there.
memories I just want to forget.
Desmond, this is very important. If you need to take a break, log out of the Animus. You can leave the machine whenever you like.
I'm all set to go.
I
Don't worry.
love how that whole bit of exposition was to explain
One
some
last
cut content
thing.
from
As you
AC2.
raise your synchronization by executing events the way Ezio
Oh,
lived
yeah,
them,
yeah.
you might even discover some repressed memories.
Here it is. Yep.
Okay, let's get started.
Just cut
Select
content.
the first memory.
Desmond,
I
I've been
do
looking
like
at
that
those
idea
gibberish 5-digit
of,
codes from the end of Subject 16's
content
files, and
making its way into
I
a
seem to
sequel.
have discovered a remarkable coincidence.
They managed to make
the
it work.
codes correspond perfectly with coordinates inside the Animus. I've tagged the landmarks, pinpointed by the coordinates with eye icons in the database. Now, odds are you won't find anything there, but, well, who knows?
You could have called them icons. This is just another reason Sean is a failure.
Calmatevi. The pain will end soon.
Where have you brought me?
Nowhere, Messere. A man left you here.
Did he say anything?
Only this. You are to meet Messer Machiavelli in front of the Mausoleo di Augusta. Let me help you get dressed.
The
Did
same
he
man
say
who brought me
anything?
here
My
gave me
pants
these
are made
clothes?
of cheese!
One of the most random things you've said.
Yeah, just like the guy who dropped him off was just insane.
I'm picturing old man Knuckles or whatever his name is from what's the crazy old guy from Gravity Falls?
Old man McGucket.
McGucken. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
exactly.
Captain Knuckles or something from.
Oh, from Flapjack.
Ken Knuckles. Yeah.
Captain Ken Knuckles, yeah.
But no, I meant old man McGuffet.
Roma.
Yes. Or what is left of it since the Borgia came to power.
And the Mausoleo.
Unfortunately, you cannot see it from here.
How about from the top of that church?
Yes, but the stairs up are closed.
That should not be a problem.
I'm sorry. Do you think I care?
Do I look like the kind of person who takes this?
So wait. No, let me just put it this way. Murdering anyone is just completely fine, but disobeying laws and like signs saying stairs are closed, that is where the line is.
Knuckles, you've got a lot of nerve coming in here. You have a lot of nerve being alive!
I need to find the doctor.
That woman might have sewed up my wounds, but she sewed my arm too close together.
Yeah, it's like, he tries to lift his arm up, it's like webbed.
Yep. Imagine that. So there's got to be occasions where that actually happened to some unfortunate soul.
Sure. Like, I imagine that could have been somebody, in one of P.T. Barnum's freak shows.
Mm-hmm. Like, after having done a little bit of, like, hand sewing myself and knowing how easy it is to screw it up, I feel like stitching isn't any different. If you got, like, a soldier trying to stitch up another soldier, they're gonna screw up a bit. And it's gonna be really awkward.
Salute. I require medicine.
Let me look. Someone
Yes,
your
it
age
is in
cannot
fact an
recover
arm.
from a wound like this with medicine. Here is something to dull the pain.
He's a really good doctor. He can tell through a metal bracer.
4 out of 5 doctors would suggest leeches,
Oh my God.
but they have not proven effective against such things. However, I can recommend several good colleagues around the city. Do you need anything else?
Interesting fact, that version of a plague doctor, those didn't exist until like the 18th century. The plague mask did not exist until much, much later than this game takes place.
Oh, wait, I like this line.
I know.
Someone my age. Imbecile.
Yeah, I love that. So I think we've talked about this, but I watched a guy, he was talking about this game, and he called this his favorite Ezio outfit. Like, without any of the armor, without any of the extras that you have to buy in order to use it.
Yeah.
He said this, in its base, was his favorite. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't get it.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with him completely on that.
I prefer 2's.
2's is the best, Revelations
Much
is second
more.
best, and then this one's
Yeah.
honestly it looks heavy. It looks like
heavy.
it looks like it would constrict movement, and maybe it's just because the claw physics weren't quite there yet. But then the other thing is, this aside from this game and the first 2 games before it, this game gives you the least amount of time for it to actually look like it does in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because you were required to get I think the Spalders, whatever goes on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
that was one of his complaints, was that they immediately changed the look.
And there's no way for you to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this looks really cool here. I'm sure they put a lot of work into that shoulder. Oh well.
Yeah, soak it in while you can.
That being said, virtually every other game has this Ezio outfit as a legacy outfit, so you can at least get it there.
Yeah.
Even Odyssey has it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, the metal looks really good on PC.
No. But yeah, I don't care for this outfit.
Like, it's not bad. It's still better than some other assassin outfits from later games. But of the Ezio outfit, just the worst, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
By far the least subtle.
Yes. I think that's where a lot of my problems come from.
Like, granted, if you're a master assassin, you don't have to be subtle anymore, but it just... I don't know.
You could at least do yourself some favors.
I just wish that they used the other ones as the legacy outfits.
Machiavelli can wait.
Which I think they are actually going to be bringing the Revelations outfit to Valhalla soon.
That'd be cool. The Revelations outfit would work really well.
Yeah, that's one. That's one of the few ones that actually would work with that setting pretty well. It already has fur, which, since they're already completely obsessed with giving Vikings as much fur as possible.
Here we go.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, no, I'm doing it. You don't wear fur on the outside, okay? Completely useless. Fur keeps you warm if it's making contact with, like, the light fabrics of your clothing. It will not keep you warm on the outside. It's just extra bulky stuff that'll weigh you down if it gets wet. Vikings didn't wear it like that.
That was such a Ben Wyatt. I don't even have time to tell you how wrong you are. Actually, it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, exactly what it is. When we get to Valhalla, I'm gonna nitpick almost every outfit in that game because there's a lot of things I like how they did things in Valhalla, but there's so many choices they made that are just so dumb.
The world is a dark, miserable place.
That person basically just quoted Game of Thrones. It sounded like the night is dark and full of terrors. Oh, wait, you never watched Game of Thrones, did you?
I'll take your word for it. Game of Thrones is one I've just not seen at all.
I'm silent.
What a nice wall. Yeah.
It's like a chocolate.
For all the recent hardship,
People who live in the corner house were all killed. They say
Overly sarcastic. Oh.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, overly sarcastic production. I don't know if you're familiar with their channel.
Oh yeah, I love them.
They had one Blue. He had a very good video talking about how the different games throughout the series, how well they handle their time period. It's very informative, and I think one of the things he mentioned in Brotherhood, he says that the 2 in Brotherhood are like the golden standard for how to represent a historical time period, but keeping gameplay in mind. Because, for example, the architecture in this part of town, the Baroquean architecture, would not have become popular until at least a century afterwards. But they chose to add it in because, for one thing, it adds some visual variety to the city. And it shows that they had a very specific way they wanted to do things back then, where when they create landmarks, they would choose the landmark in its latest form, even if it wasn't quite finished in a certain way. Like, if say there was a steeple on a church that wasn't there at this point, they would still have the steeple because it's part of a new Roman identity. But they would also have information in the database, and that's the same with the way they do architecture here. They do not do it that way anymore. Like, they do some pretty impressive historic worlds now, but they do not do it with that level of attention.
She was beautiful.
She was, until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Amata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her. Smiles on their faces when her neck...
I understand.
How can you? My Livia was innocent.
I have lost family to the rope, to treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
I realize I'm making a lot of throwing a lot of shade on the later games. While I overall do enjoy them, once we get to them, I'll praise them more. Just playing the old games, it points out the things that the new games are lacking. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll kill him with the Hayden Blade. Okay. Yeah, this is where they introduce full synchronization, which I will pretty much never worry about. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, I've always, overly sarcastic. I'm more of I watch more of Red's videos. Yeah. Personally, because that's where a lot more of my interests lie.
I get that. Knowing you very much are into a lot of the literary topics she brings up, whereas I've always been much more of a history nerd. That's always been the dynamic here.
Yeah, no, and hey, yeah. They just did a whole like hour-and-a-half long video where it was both of them talking about different things that like satirize Superman.
I saw that was up. I didn't watch it yet. Is it good?
I like a lot of the points that they make. They bring up some very good points and different things. The one thing that I was amazed and kind of disappointed they did not bring up was the Injustice timeline. Like, that's one of the big evil Superman things right now, and they didn't even reference it.
Now, I take it they brought up, like, The Boys and Invincible, since those are basically just dark renditions of Superman.
They talk about Invincible quite a bit. They only talk about Boys in the sense that neither of them have watched The Boys.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's reasonable,
really
though.
Yeah.
Requiescat in pace.
You know what this is now? This is just a memorial to the now dead multiplayer that they literally just killed like 2 weeks ago.
I saw that. Yeah, like people were doing streams of like we're playing the last few games that we can. Which, I mean, kudos to them that they kept it going that long.
I mean, it was a unique and honestly pretty fun multiplayer. It's just, they never really built on it after a while.
Yeah.
If they'd kept with it, it could have been pretty big going forward. I think now it's just Black Flag's the only one that's still up because it was on PS4.
Yeah.
Like, I played a decent amount of it back in the day, and it was pretty neat trying to fool other players into thinking you were an NPC. That was the whole game.
And what surprises me is that, like, so many other games have kind of adopted that gameplay model. Like, there's so many, like, fool other players into thinking you're such a... Like, that's the whole thing about prop hunt.
Hey, Desmond. I don't know if you're looking for something from 16.
Oh, yeah,
but
I
last
remember
time
that.
Scanning in Eagle Vision synced
So,
out.
like, that's the kind of thing that I'm amazed did not make more of a resurgence before it was dying out.
Hey, why am I on the ground? I've been playing too much Odyssey lately.
I'm so used to not having the roofs as an option.
Just taking the streets.
Like Batman in the comics, every time he ever visits like Europe or some other country, he's like, I have to get used to this setting again. I assume that's what it's like. They obviously never show that, but I wish more things would.
Whenever a grappling hook on most of the buildings will just make the building fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it yet. I guess this is where I'm gonna be going. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna go with Machiavelli soon. This is the Mausoleo de Augusto.
Ah.
So I guess is this where Caesar Augustus is buried then? 1 second. Just gonna 98 CE.
If you were anyone of importance,
Oh no.
Cool
Okay, yeah. So it's he built it, but it's probably not where it's not his tomb.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my recent interest in Roman history spicing back up again.
And so the voiceover man got pissed that he was interrupted and walked away.
Apologize. Were you going to read it?
I was reading. Yeah, I was trying to read through it.
Oh, okay. Next time we come across a landmark and we have an interest in it, I will let you go full on David Attenborough.
That's good. That's what I was. Yeah, I did the full on David Attenborough.
Okay, that'll be the deal. That's the deal. When we get to the Colosseum, we are an educational channel.
Yes.
Ezio, what a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa
Never.
attack
I
has spread
hate you.
across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The Borgia must not discover that you escaped them.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. His new outfit, it's fly.
He's got drip.
Like, he was just wearing a freaking poncho. Might not even been wearing pants before, but now he's like, I'd wear it.
I like the kind of like the way the chest area is like the way that's cut. Like it kind of like moves down the side rather than just straight up and down.
Yeah.
The boots seem a bit much, but
They're a bit tall, but aside from that, I mean,
Like,
I'd say those are
I
the
don't
same
think-
too. That might just be a typical style. I don't really know too much of Renaissance style. That might have been a pretty typical style for like cavalry boots.
The thing for me with boots on men is like there's a very fine line between where they start and stop looking good. Like if they like come right up below the knee, I think that's fine. That's
I
fair
agree.
play. Actually, I have a pair of fantasy boots.
The
They
Kenobi
kind of
ones.
go up there. What?
Are they Kenobi ones?
No, I bought the. Well, they were listed as Geralt.
Okay. Yeah, those are very similar. If they're supposed to be inspired by Witcher 3, those would be around the same.
They're more just kind of like basic. Like they don't really have a specific design to them.
I know specifically like like cavalry boots and such were much higher cut back in these days because you'd have all the saddle straps you don't want to get caught up on your leg, and when you're wearing in a time period, especially where pants were a bit of a thinner material. But there's a reason even nowadays when you're riding a horse you wear jeans because jeans are thick enough to kind of shield your inner leg from all the leather and buckles.
Well, you know, if you're talking for like functionality, yeah, if you have to wear boots that go up that high, yeah, wear them. But it seems like he's wearing it more for fashion, and for men, I don't feel like boots look good when they go up that high on men. That's just me.
The way this is striking me is you couldn't pull it off, so you're just bitter.
Boy, I could. You've seen the things I wear in public and pull off. If I wanted to pull those off, I could.
That's true. For context, this guy has the largest collection of like coats I've ever seen, and all of them are like cosplay coats.
I very much just wear cosplay in public. We went into Sheets one time and I was in a full-on fantasy getup.
Yeah, that was fun. That was always entertaining because we live in a very like rural environment too, so it is not something people see very often. Anyways, we've gone on about men's fashion from the 1500s enough, I think.
Follow me. Take care not to
Whoa.
draw any.
We really went on.
We're talking a while.
Wow.
We went for the same joke.
Yep.
Like, I'll say this about the outfits I have. If I had an Assassin's Creed
You would
outfit,
be wise to
I would
purchase
wear it in
missing
public.
You will
Which
not
one would you
live
go
long in
with?
Roma without supplies.
That's a good, that's the one thing I am
I have my
not sure,
blade.
because there are so many good choices.
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help you.
Like, the Jacob Fry one would be easiest to get away with, like, especially the early game one.
While you are in my debt, perhaps you will listen to reason.
I do
As soon as I hear some, I will let you know.
Oh, we got the sass. Oh, we got that slap back.
Up and here, everyone. Time to mourn the loss of this outfit.
In memoriam. In the arms of the angel.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Freaking Machiavelli ruining my drip.
And yeah, no, Jacob's... The Victorian Fry outfit, like, works. I honestly think I'd probably go with an Edward.
Okay.
I like Edward's look.
Bene. Now you can survive the journey back to Firenze.
Perhaps. But I'm not going to Firenze.
Oh.
There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars.
Honestly, maybe Shay.
I do not recall
like
such
Shay's
brave
assassin
talk
outfit.
at Monteriggioni.
Oh!
How could I have known that they would find me so quickly?
Yes!
That they would kill
Yes.
Mario?
Like, a lot of people don't like it. I like the blue jacket with the hood.
Even his daughter, Lucrezia.
Oh, his assassin outfit.
That's what I'm saying. I like the assassin outfit. A lot of people do
Oh,
not.
okay. I was thinking more his, like, Templar outfit.
Templar outfit was pretty cool, too.
I love the Templar. If I was to
He is
pick,
ambitious,
if I was to go with Shay,
ruthless,
I'd go with the Templar
cruel
outfit.
beyond imagining.
No,
The laws
nothing
of men
against
mean
his
nothing.
assassin outfit, just me
He
personally.
murdered his own brother to take power.
No,
He
not
knows
fair. That's
neither
fair.
danger nor fatigue.
I think my approach to which assassin outfits I like the most are the ones I think would be the most practical for actually like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
So that's why I do like Jacob Fry's early game outfit. Probably his my favorite. That's the one I use the most in the whole game.
What does
Yeah,
he intend to do
his
with
coat
power?
later in the game just it gets too long.
I don't think the top has the problem. I just like the I like
Yeah.
the golf cap being able to switch that out for the hood pretty regularly.
Cesare
Yeah.
has set his sights on all of Italia. At this rate, he will have it.
Is that admiration?
Arno's outfit's not bad either, honestly. I keep forgetting that one, but like specifically the one that like the original design outfit's really cool.
Yeah, his is one that like, if you take like the coat, it's pretty basic, but the coat really makes it.
Yeah, if you don't have the hood on, he just looks like a regular person with a sword. But I kind of like that about it.
But yeah, if you're going for the hiding, then yeah, that works. That works well.
If you're going for the one that just looks the most badass, I would probably put it at as AC2.
Yeah. Again, I'm a bit. I lean more on Edward.
Should we not travel by
That's fair.
best?
Those two I like a lot.
over
Yeah.
the
As
assassin
Cesare's conquests
roads
in Romagna continue to succeed, and the Borgia grow in
Don't get me wrong, I
power,
love us Edward's
they
outfit
have
as well.
taken
That's
desirable
probably my
areas
second
of the
favorite
city
total.
for themselves. We cannot use the stables here.
Oh, the will of the Borgia is law now?
What are you implying, Ezio?
Do not play dumb with me, Machiavelli.
You're a cock,
Do you have some
Machiavelli.
kind of plan?
I am improvising.
You just excuse me. You know what the best actual outfit in the franchise is, though? The armor of Brutus.
I can tell by your tone that you're being sarcastic, but I don't know what the armor
Oh, you'll
Brutus
see.
looks
We'll
like.
get to it at the end. Well, I will unlock that. The Tombs of Romulus are something I'm gonna do on stream, and the I'm not gonna worry about assassination contracts and stuff in these videos. I'll probably just do those to gain extra money and stuff. But when it comes to like Tombs of Romulus and their rewards, I will do those. So I'll have the armor of Brutus.
Okay, is that in this game?
That's this game, and I'll
is
tell
this
you,
game.
that is easily the worst in all the games.
Okay, I can't wait then. Honestly, if we were in a position where like we could like trade off playing and everything, the side content is the stuff I wouldn't mind doing.
Hey, what was? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
I'm just saying, like, if we were in a position where like trading off playing was an option, the side content is the kind of stuff that I'd be okay saying I can do.
Okay.
Like, it's like, I don't want to go out and do, like, all the collectibles. Like, I don't want to... There's a lot of side missions and assassination contracts I don't want to do. I would be fine jumping in and doing that.
Well, that's the thing. Alright, like, we tried a little bit. Didn't really work out the way I wanted to with 2. But, like, doing a, like, continuing the story in our normal sessions like this, but then doing side content as, like, a more simple stream. Ah, I'm getting my butt kicked. And because it does feel weird just skipping stuff, so we're stopping. We're not like, it's not a seamless continuation. Maybe we can try it that way. I will say, when they made it so the combat wasn't just press a button a couple of times, it started being less fun. Like here, because this is like, duels don't work well in this trilogy, and you'll see that a lot in Revelations. With
yeah, they made this one a lot more free flow.
Yeah, but so whenever it's not free flow, it's just.
Are you afraid? They send Bombini to go and...
Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm a great gamer. I just remembered I had a gun midway through there. That is literally what happened. Like, wait, gun?
I could just picture like that, and like you've got the duel being choreographed and it's looking good, and Ezio just rolls his eyes and shoots the guy.
Yeah, that was very much an Indiana Jones moment.
Indiana Jones moment.
I just dabbed on him.
Dab on the
Borgia. Oh, no, okay.
I'll put that on a shirt, dab on the Borgia. But you're gonna get up here and it's gonna, is it like a, just scan it in the overworld, or is this the thing you enter?
You kind of enter it, yeah.
It may not let you then.
Do what?
Enter this.
Oh. Oh wait. I see what you're saying.
Not do that though. And Machiavelli.
I am great. Ezio.
That's
There he had his sister. There is another.
Yeah.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am in.
Ah, crap.
Remember to shoot him.
Apparently I gotta throw him off the scaffolding, actually. So I guess I'll just lure them into a fight, or, you know... Oh, but I took all my knives. I see how it is. Oh, what the... I don't know what your problem is.
That's how you know I mean the business.
Yep.
It's a good plan.
Oh, I see what it is. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna teabag him?
Yep. I had to remember how to do it first.
Just because you kill a few guards does not mean the people will grant access to the stables.
They will if they know
All
it's
right.
good for them.
We need to send a signal. Wait here.
I mean, did you see that random innocent person that I killed before killing that man?
I am the last hope for the assassins, Machiavelli.
Everyone else, though, they can fend for themselves.
Yes, only assassins. Now, I do forget if it scans it for me while I do this.
It seems the stable is now available for purchase. After you.
like the idea that he carried the torch down with him.
Yep.
And then threw it away after.
So he just landed in the yeah, he just landed in the hay bale with a torch.
What?
I don't know.
But you did though.
I know.
I watched you do it.
And trying to renovate the stable. Oh, E. Okay. So now it's E and not shift. Okay. Okay. Oh, that horse just disappeared. Oh boy, I'm rich. I say that knowing that it's very easy to become just completely loaded in the LTO trilogy. I remember it being such a big deal that they made it so you could ride horses in towns in this game.
It's funny to me how like you look back at different games and how much like when installments progress and like they innovate, it's always such a huge deal, and then
you look back
get
at
to a
it.
certain amount of time. Like I remember when Lego Batman 2 first came out, it was such a massive deal to me that like that game was like a massive jump in terms of Lego progression. Like that was the first one with like an open world. It was the first one with flying characters. It was the first one where the Legos talked. And like they had all these different superpowers and characters, and like looking back at it, it's still cool. It's still fun to put in and play. But in terms of what they've done since,
not treated symptoms.
Like it's still, like I said, it still holds up as a game. But like they've added
Rodrigo
so many
Borgia's death would not have solved anything.
Things since
I am inclined to disagree.
Yeah.
Look at this city, the center of Borgia and Templar rule.
Next time we pass the
Killing one
Parthenon,
man
or
will not
Pantheon,
change
we must just Odyssey.
We need to take away the
If we
source
pass the
of the power.
Pantheon, I'll have you do the reading for that one, because it's a pretty interesting building.
Maybe.
Relying on the people is like building on the sand.
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the Assassin Brotherhood.
He must be from your inner circle. Go, get back what he has stolen.
Stole all 48 of my
I will
florins.
wait at the Campidoglio. I am meeting a
Oh,
contact
no.
there. Give me back my money!
yes, get off the horse to chase this man.
Come back here!
I gotta tackle him.
You can do that from a horse.
Get out of here before I regret sparing your life.
But like, I would say I still think my favorite free roam in a Lego game is Lego Marvel.
Okay.
Like that game didn't have any speedster characters, which was unfortunate. But the flying, I think, was still a lot of fun. The range of characters was fun, and they didn't do what a lot of the modern Lego games are doing, where they do micro free roam worlds rather than just one big overworld.
Yeah.
Which is that just takes it away from me. I don't like that the games do that.
Mhm.
The only one that did that was actually kind of fun was Lego Dimensions. Because they managed to like pack a lot of stuff into the overworlds, even though they weren't that big.
Oh. I guess this is your turn.
Built during the 13th and 14th century as the senatorial seat for administration of justice in Rome, the Palazzo is the dominating structure of the Campidoglio.
Campidoglio.
Of the Campidoglio. Tourists today would see an impressive double-flighted staircase in front, which was designed by Michelangelo.
Oh, it does have extra stuff. That's there it is.
Not only intended to induce fear in the climacophobic, these stairs were a part of a commission Michelangelo received to redo several of the buildings in the Campidoglio. What is this again? Campidoglio! In the Campidoglio at the behest of Pope Paul III for the sole purpose of impressing Charles V, then ruler of the whole Holy Roman Empire.
Charles the Fifth. Wait. Oh, that's a Kingdom Come Deliverance reference there, and anyone that's played Kingdom Come Deliverance will have heard that name a bunch of times because that's the intro you can't skip.
Oh.
King Charles V was a successful emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Going on. Anyway, sorry.
Basically, the Renaissance political equivalent of a toddler doing headstands for his daddy.
This would be pretty, well,
13th, 14th century. This would be pretty recent then in this point of the game. Oh wait, no, that would have been 200, 100, 200 years ago. Never mind. Even so, compared to the other ruins in the city, it's relatively new.
Mm-hmm. Is it raining out toward you?
It was earlier, but not right now.
It just started over here.
I'm not hearing it right now, so it doesn't seem to be too bad yet, unless you're really far from a window. As then you'll hear it bouncing off the air conditioner in my room.
Oh. No, it's not like raining hard, but rain has started falling, and like, yeah, I'm right next to a window, so it's pretty light right now. I'm actually surprised you haven't heard more of the thunder.
Yeah, we were having that earlier, but I haven't heard it on your end, no. Alright, oh, it's already, we're at 2 hours here. Alright, because I think I remember the next objective is a very long one, probably a good place to end the first episode, wouldn't you say?
Okay. I think so, yeah.
Alright, well, once again, thanks for joining War Shack. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, it's gonna be like
I'm
that.
dying.
Alright, we'll keep going then. Fine. Thank you for joining me. For everyone that has decided to meander their way over to this channel and watch this video, I do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching once again, and good one. I don't know if